It was, and I'll never stop loving it. I think. I hope anyway. Naruto, Naruto, and One Piece is the big thing right now. Uh, I've expressed to you my love of One Piece, have I? Awesome. That's correct. Yeah. August 31st. That's when the world will know how awesome One Piece is. That's when this live action One Piece Netflix show comes out, and it's really unclear right now if uh, if it's gonna be good or not. I have faith that it's gonna be great, but there are some naysayers. People are saying that it's probably gonna suck because all these other anime adaptations that Netflix has put out have kind of been duds. Like they did Cowboy Bebop and that. But as far as if you want to just talk about the money they spent, there more money per episode was spent on this One Piece show than like Game of Thrones in its heyday. Like 180 million dollars an episode, if I remember correctly. Ever, I don't know. I don't know. I think I read that somewhere. Um, it's being made by Americans, I think. Like the cast is pretty diverse. I think they got a Brazilian dude to play the main character, Luffy. They got like an American chick to play Nami, the Navigator. There's an Asian man playing Zoro. There's a black dude playing Usopp, and then the guy that plays Sanji. He's got a weird look to him. He's white, but he might be from like France or some shit. I don't know. But there was a teaser trailer that came out a month ago, maybe, and it didn't even show that much. But what I saw, it at least looked just like the manga and the anime. And so, and when freaking Luffy yelled out "Gum Gum Pistol," I freaking got shivers down my spine. And I'm not lying about that. I literally did. Oh man, I heard they're delaying Deadpool indefinitely. Deadpool 3 is shut. Yeah, I assume that's why. It's shut down indefinitely. And that looked like it was going to be pretty tight. So they need to figure this shit out. Just pay people for what they earn or what they produce. I heard some people saying that this. I heard that the streamers might go away. Might. Don't worry about it, Google. Um, because they don't ask me. Like because like right now that's the big drama of it. Is like people aren't getting paid like they used to. Like a show used to go on TV, and everybody that was involved in the show will get royalties every time it's on TV. Same thing with DVD. That's why there was a strike back in the mid aughts or whatever. There was a writer's strike, and they wanted money for all these DVD sales that they weren't getting, and now it's all about streaming. Nobody's making any money except the companies that own the property. Nobody's getting residuals or anything from the streaming sites. Yeah. And you can flat out say that gaming hasn't even changed at all, except in the last like 6 months they started charging $70 instead of $60 for games. And that's like the first time they changed ever. Besides getting cheaper.
Have you come to trade or waste your breath?
Yeah.
You're in need of an upgrade.
I had some crazy idea, like some parent like loved Mario so much, and they're just like they're punching their kids like it's Mario or nothing. You can only play Mario today. uh, oh man, I used to think Mario was like my favorite series, and I used to think I was the shit at it. Like I just tear through Mario 3 or Mario World on a rainy day or whatever. But I sadly haven't played a Mario game probably like 5 or 10 years. I think the last one would have been New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS. I bought that, but I don't think I ever played it. Like I bought it digitally and then never played it. But I was a huge fan that they were going back to the 2D style, and I'm looking forward to this Super Mario Bros. Wonder or whatever that's coming to the Switch soon. It's a new 2D one. Yeah. Um, it looks crazy. Like it looks super vibrant and colorful. All kinds of crazy ass mechanics and stages. Mario can transform into like Elephant Mario. I don't know why, but he can. Uh, yeah. It's funny, people were making parodies of Animorph book covers with Mario like morphing into Elephant Mario and the stages in between. You remember Animorphs? And I used to love Animorphs big time. And one of my one of my little podcasts I've been putting on repeat for this last month or so. Is this dude going in depth on all the Animorph books. So it kind of hit home when I saw that meme. What? Of the books? Yeah, they were great. I read them in like middle school. They were awesome. And then came along the Nickelodeon TV show and kind of maybe ruined the kind of I don't know what happened, but they eventually ended. I never read them all. I only read maybe 2/3 of them. I don't know if I grew out of them or was just checking other things out, but I don't know. Like Goosebumps was huge. I would say Animorphs was kind of like Goosebumps' weird little brother, or that kind of thing, to where they had maybe half the reader base. I'm pulling that number straight out of my ass. But I mean, kids that couldn't get enough Goosebumps, they probably tried out Animorphs, and some of them liked it. Some of them loved it, like me and Drew. And then other people were like, I don't know. remember this one time, like, my mother would buy the animal books for me and my brother, Drew, and I like years after we had both gotten out of them, I was like, he wanted to use my computer to play. I think it was Final Fantasy 11 or Lineage 2. Can't remember. He wanted to play some MMO, and I was like, give me sole possession of the animal books, and you could do as you please. So I own them now. They're all in my closet, and they're all mine. Yeah. I would. Yeah, I would. I never read too many Goosebumps books, but I'm a big fan of, like, honestly, an hour ago I was watching the Goosebumps Saturday morning show that they put out. It's on Netflix, and so I would say that I'm talking shit on Goosebumps, but like Animorphs was just on another level as far as story, and it was like a serial. Like it wasn't just a bunch of kids like morphing into animals and
Violence.
fighting crime or whatever. It was like there was aliens and alien races, and there was like a plot to take over the world by these aliens, and there were good aliens and bad aliens and ones in between. There was like god beings and evil beings with the powers of a god. It was like it got. I mean, it was nuts. It got nuts. They went back in time one time and acquired dinosaur morphs. Yes. Yep. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. There have been talks about a movie of Animals coming out, but I got yeah, I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. So it might have been canceled or it might be on hold or I don't know. But I think it'd be cool if they did it right. Like the Animals TV show, they just didn't have a big enough budget. Like when you saw one of the alien races, they looked like they looked like shit. And the main bad guy is always supposed to be an alien, but they had him morph into this goofy ass looking human. So all the time he's like in this human morph, which doesn't make any goddamn sense. And I don't know. That's just one of many little gripes I would have with it. Yeah, they can't just have this puppet
But you must remain
being around.
commander.
I don't know. Budget reasons, you're right. Yep.
The brokers would pay handsomely for this specimen.
But I will say the theme song was banging. I'm gonna go look it up right now. And it's gonna blow your mind. Animals theme song. Oh man, whoops. You hear that?
Do not stop
Damn.
now, Commander.
Well, if you want, you can look it up later or whatever. It's like No one can help you where you lost. Gotta find some solid ground. You gotta take a stand. It's all in your hands. Anyway, totally 90s style. That's what I'll say about that. They really were.
Merely a scratch. You will be fine.
I think that's how it always is. Like people probably in the 90s, our age now, were probably like, "Oh man, the 60s were pretty okay," and they're like, "Oh yeah, what about all this other shit that happened?"
For more.
Huh? I don't know. Things are always changing, and you just gotta hope that they change for the better. And then everybody looks at the past with rose-tinted glasses, because yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I think you're totally right. I think about that every once in a while. I'm like in 20, 30 years, and even beyond that, I wonder like what the textbooks are gonna say exactly about how backwards and shit we were
Victory
like right
is
now.
close at hand.
Yeah. I try to like I don't even know what's going on right now because I stopped following people that talked about politics on Twitter basically, or maybe the people just stopped talking, or I don't know. COVID isn't around anymore, so it's not like stirring things up as far as on my personal Twitter. Um, I don't know. I'm just
Behold this tumultuous battleground.
I'm glad I got a roof over my head. I guess is all I could say.
Rule number 8. Upgrade your tavern for more powerful means.
Do you hear any wheezing coming from my mic? Good, 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 good. Hell yeah. I've got all kinds of decks and all kinds of new ways to lose to the deck you never change. That's a
Perhaps you
Your
would like
deck's
to
like the
learn
mirror deck.
more.
Just like pull out all my tech and use it against me. What's that? Why not? What are you saying? Oh, you don't. You don't. Okay. Thought you were advocating not to do anything new, try anything new. I was like, come on.